All right. I went ahead and I've started the recording now. So, as I said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. At Summit Alliance Advantage, we have a phenomenal promotional guideline. We have a phenomenal game plan, for agents to, come in, take advantage of the system, go out and make a lot of money on your own pen. I remember when I first got into the industry, I was real excited about that. I was real excited. I was not much of a recruiter at all. As a matter of fact, I was not even interested, in building an agency or recruiting. I just wanted to go out and, I just wanted to write business myself. And, that's what I did for quite a while. And, some of you will hear me say, as you get into the business and start writing business, you get what I call the cash flow glow. And, people want to know what you're doing. They want to be a part of it. And, if you're, out there excited about your business and because you're making money, that's going to definitely bring some excitement to your business. But people are going to take notice of that. And, people want to be a part of something greater than themselves. And so, just as a byproduct of personally producing, I ended up recruiting. And, so I had agents come in and, there was a little bit of a game plan, very similar to what we're going to go over here shortly, put together and shown to me, and which as I started to execute, I started to see the results, and with that, it's very, very exciting, to see your business grow, just to just to see the growth in myself and see my agency grow, and ultimately, as a byproduct of that, my bank account grew with it. So. Kind of getting into it, again, understanding a little bit more about the promotional guidelines in the system, how you can promote your contract, the power of building, what that can do, and just understanding, the power of exponential growth. Again, a lot of agents, are happy with just writing on their own pen, which you can make a great income. And what I mean by that, on your own pen, just going out, sitting down with the client, doing the application, turning it in, getting paid, and just doing that over and over. It's just you out there taking care of the clients. It's just you out there writing business. And, a lot of, again, I was happy with that. A lot of agents are happy with that. But you have the ability, to duplicate yourself, duplicate your efforts, and grow on that. And, looking at the promotional guidelines, and for those of you that are viewing the webinar, there are two attachments with the webinar today. One will be the promotional guidelines, and then the other will be the blueprint to $1 million of income and the blueprint to $500,000 of income. And we'll briefly go into that here shortly. But kind of looking here at the promotional guidelines, and I'll briefly kind of go over this, but a starting agent coming in at 60%. You can come in, you can earn 60% of the annualized premium of the business that you go out and write, and you can easily promote yourself. You can promote yourself to 65. You can promote yourself, up to 100%, and there's even bonuses above, the 100% contract. But there's two ways to promote yourself, and we'll talk, about this briefly as far as getting off to a quick start. Of course, you can promote yourself with production. Ultimately, production will allow you to do a lot of things, along with moving your contract up. It's going to put a lot of money in your bank. But you can also promote your contract level, by bringing on 5 contracted recruits. That's going to give you an immediate 5% bump. So, you can either take advantage of the fast track program, you can take advantage of the production, or you can take advantage of bringing in 5 contracted recruits. Now, out of those 5 contracted recruits that you bring in, that's immediately going to bump you to 65%. So you're going to have a 5% override off of your agents immediately and bring them in if for some reason you have not done the production to this point. More than likely you have, but if you haven't, you can still raise your contract this way. And then if 3 of those agents are producers and they start producing, 2 consecutive months, then with that, again, you're going to get another 5-point raise. You're immediately going to be at 70%. In less than 60 days. And, just kind of briefly going into that, what that looks like. If you go from 60 to 65% and you do the $10,000 in production, you're going to earn basically $6,000 in commission plus an additional $350 if you do it through the fast track program. Now, if you go from 65 to 70%, If you do that with production, with $15,000 in production, that's going to earn you $9,750 in commissions. Again, you're earning commissions as you're promoting yourself based on your production. Now, if you go from 70 to 75% with your production, now that's a $30,000 of total production. This isn't, you're getting more into the agent overriding contract at 75%. There's you'll notice at 75% managing general agent, and 30,000 in production to get there with 5 producing agents. So, if you have that, and let's just say you do 10,000 yourself, personal production, so that earns you $7,000 of income off of your own pen. Then you have your agents that you're earning a 5% override on, do about $10,000 in production. That's going to earn you $500 override. Then you have your agents that you're earning a 10% override on, doing $10,000 in production. That's another $1,000 override. That earns you $8,500 in commissions. Now, if you promote yourself going from 60 to 75%, basically you're looking at over $24,000 of income in commissions just from promoting yourself. And, again, as you write business on a higher contract, once you earn that contract, that's your contract. That's your level. There's no going back in contract. There's no requirements to be held to keep you at that level. As far as promoting yourself, there's requirements. But once you obtain that contract level, that's yours. So now as you go out and write business, if you earn up to an 85%, you're going to earn, that's a manager contract level. You're going to earn 85% of the annualized premium that you write, plus the difference in contracting your agency. Now, here's where the income can just grow. We talk about how your business and how your income can grow exponentially. Let's say this example here, and this is, basically the $1 million income blueprint. If you're at an 85% contract level, you've come in, you've worked, you've done production, you've promoted yourself to 85%. And you've recruited agents throughout that time. You've worked with some agents here and there. You've developed some good agents. You've developed some key hitters. And let's say you get to a point where you have 35 producing agents. Okay, now 35. That's in all reality, that's not a lot of agents. Now, you may have to go through a few recruits to get 35 producing agents, but let's say you get to a point where you have 35 producing agents. You have 15 of them coming in, starting at 60%, and they're doing about $3,500 a week in production. Off of those 15 agents at 60%, and you're at 85, that 25% override is going to earn you $525,000 off of that group of agents. Now, let's say you have another group of agents at 65%, and they're producing about $5,000 a week because of their production, or maybe they have 1 or 2 producing agents that they're overriding by 5%. So now your override income off of those 10 agents that do on average about $5,000 in production for the week with between themselves and 1 agent or 2 agents, you're going to earn $400,000 of income off of that group of agents. Now, let's say you have another 5 agents at 75%, because remember, you're going to have agents that promote themselves as well, and they're doing about $8,000 a week because they're following the leader. They're out there producing. They have a couple of agents that are producing, so they do personal production. They have a couple of agents, 2, 3, or 4 that are doing personal production. So let's say you have 5 agents, and from their group of agents or agencies, you're getting about $8,000 off of each of those. So that earns you $160,000 override income off of that group of agents. And then you probably have another 5 agents at 80%. And if you have someone at 80%, more than they've earned that, they're overriding other agents. So between their personal production, between their agents' production, they could be doing about $10,000 in production for the week, earning you another $100,000 in income off of that group of agents. So off of those group of agents there, and your production, let's say you're out still personally producing, you're doing about 3,000 a week, 2 to 3 apps a week. You're still producing, you got agents producing. Off of your production at 85% with just, 3 apps a week or so at about $3,000 in production, that earns you another $102,000 for the year. So off of your overrides, off of your personal production, you're earning to over $1.2 million for the year. Now, let's say you have include the 20% cancel or decline. You're going to have some people cancel. You're going to have some people get declined. That still leaves you over $1 million of income for the year with only 35 agents. And again, this example is based with a manager at an 85% contract level with only 35 agents working only 40 weeks out of the year, not a full year, only 40 weeks out of the year. So again, you can see now this is kind of broken down a little bit more with the attachment that's included in the webinar as far as, you know, your override for each agent and what that total override would be. And again, this is just kind of a bird's eye view of the amount of income that you could generate with only 35 agents. Now, let's say 35 agents is too many. You know, you're not looking to work with that many agents. You know, maybe you had your eyes set on a $100,000 income from the business, and you know, we're showing you $1 million, and you're like, well, you know, that would be great, but you know, I'll be comfortable with just 100,000, or how about 500,000 with only 20 agents? And again, breaking this down, if you look at it, if you have 10 agents at 60% doing about $3,000 in production a week, that's going to earn you $300,000 in income off of those 10 agents. If you have 5 agents at 65%, doing about $4,000 a week in production, you're going to earn $160,000 off of that group of agents. Now, let's say you have only 3 agents at 75%. Again, these guys are personally producing. They have a couple of agents that are producing as well. So from each of these agents, you're getting about $7,000 a week in production, earning you $84,000 override income. Now, with 2 agents at 80%, do weekly production of about $9,000, that's going to earn you $36,000 of income. With your personal production, if you're doing about $2,000 in production for the year, you're going to earn $68,000 in income for the year. So if you total all that up, that's $648,000 of income for the year. And again, if we include the 20% decline or cancellation rate, that still leaves you with over $518,000 of income, again, with your production and only 20 agents. You know, you hear us talk about personally producing. We're very big on personally producing because in order to have an agency, in order to lead these guys, to teach these guys how to produce, you have to know how to produce. You hear Ray talk about, you know, if you have a restaurant and the cook doesn't show up, you know, you better know how to cook the soup or else, you know, your menu's going to be short that evening. You're going to be out of business. So, you know, if you know how to do it, if you know how to build it yourself, if you know how to go out and write the business, it's going to be that much easier for your agents to gravitate towards you and learn how to write the business themselves from you as their leader. And if you're doing that, and if you're personally producing and making it happen, and you have people attracted to your agency, next thing you know, you work with these people, and they bring in agents, and you're working with their agents. You're plugging them into the system. Because guys, remember, we have things like the boot camp in place. We have training that we do every single week, multiple times throughout the week that you can plug your guys into. So it's not like you have to, you know, train each and every agent on each and every aspect of the business. You can plug them into the training and then work with them and guide them on you know, what market best, you know, that meets what they're looking for, you know, or whatever the case may be. So, you know, again, jump into it, get out there and produce. Get out there and just become a master inviter. You know, invite people, you know, to the overviews. Invite people to the Wednesday overview. You know, hold your own meetings. Yeah, and at the same time, you make sure and produce. Now, you can do that through the system. You can do that through the leads. You know, if you're out there doing your field trainings, if you're out there, you know, qualifying your top 20, you know, getting down to, you know, your 5 field training appointments, or just, you know, again, out there just meeting and greeting people and just doing, you know, the big circle, little circle presentations for people that you meet, you know, business is going to happen. You know, we're out there with a great message, a phenomenal message to share with people. And if you're out there just simply sharing the message, your business is going to grow from that, because you're going to get production, because you're going to have people that want to take advantage of protecting their retirement, want to take advantage of the living benefits, want to take advantage of the new kind of life insurance. And you can do that. You can go out there and protect them with these great products, and you can open their eyes to what's available by simply sitting down and going over big circle, little circle. You know, just remember what you thought about it the first time that you saw it, and that's exactly what that person is going to think the first time that they see it when you sit down with them and open their eyes up to how they can take control of their financial future. We have, you know, a phenomenal plan that you can take advantage of. Guys, download the blueprint, put it up in front of you, put it in your office. Set, you know, even if you know, the $1 million blueprint is, if you feel that that's out of reach, utilize the $500,000 blueprint. But, you know, work to grow your business, work to grow your agency, plug into the system, plug into us, utilize your resources, contact us, let's game plan. If you have areas that you want to market to, that you want to grow, let us know. If you have areas that you want to have individual meetings at, let us know. You know, this is a way to grow your business, a way that you can earn income. You know, J. Paul Getty, you know, he had famously said, you know, I'd rather earn 1% off of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. You know, basically stating that, you know, if I'm out there personally producing and all of my income is on me and I become sick or ill or unable to produce, my income stops. But if I'm out there producing, building a team, growing an agency, and I'm producing and my agents are producing, if for some reason I stop, my income doesn't stop because my agency's still producing. They're still, I've duplicated myself, and you know, so my income is going to duplicate itself. So with that, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to attend our training today. You know, we look forward to having you on our training next weekend. You know, grow your business, grow your agency, grow your production. And with that, again, thank you for being on. Get out there and giddy up. This is Jason Martinez signing off.